Welcome to Amazing Life One Channel Guides. Today you watching Diana Ross. American singer, songwriter, actress. Lifestyle biography and beautiful photos. I hope you enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe channel. Thank you for watching video. Your favorite actress, model, singer, celebrity biography, photos, images. If you want to see, please comment.
Starting.
Nickname Diana. Gender female. Age 79 years old in 2023. Date of birth March 26, 1944. Real name Diana Ross. Profession singer, songwriter, actress. Nationality American. Birthplace Detroit, Michigan, United States. Religion Christianity. Zodiac sign Aries. Height, weight and physical stats. Body measurements 3'4", 2'6", 3'4" inches. Body type slim. Height 5 feet 6 inches, 1.63 meters. Weight 55 kilograms, 121 pounds. Waist 26 inches. Hair color black. Eye color black. Shoe size 8 US. Dress size 4 US. Diana Ross. Education. School. Cass Technical High School. Diana Ross. Career. Profession. Singer, songwriter, actress. Net worth. USD $250 million approximately. Family and relatives. Marital status. Married. Husband. Arne Ness Jr. M. 1985-2000. Robert Ellis Silberstein M. 1971-1977. Children. 5. Son. Evan Ross, Ross Ness. Daughter. Tracy Ellis Ross, Rhonda Ross Kendrick, Chudna Ross. Diana Ross. Favorites. Hobbies. Traveling, dancing. Favorite color. Blue. Who is Diana Ross? Diana Ross began singing with friends as a teenager, and eventually formed the groundbreaking 1960s trio The Supremes, going on to have hits like Come See About Me and You Can't Hurry Love. Ross left for a solo career in 1969, later reaching #1 with hits like Ain't Number Mountain High Enough and Love Hangover. She starred in the films Mahogany and Lady Sings the Blues as well, earning an Oscar nomination for the latter. Despite personal and professional ups and downs, Ross has withstood the test of time as a performer with a career that spans more than 4 decades. Early life in the Supremes. Ross was born on March 26, 1944, in Detroit, Michigan. Developing a reputation as an accomplished performer, Ross began singing in the group The Primettes with friends Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard and Barbara Martin as a teenager. Martin eventually dropped out, but the remaining members of the group went on to become the internationally successful 1960s R&B and pop trio The Supremes, later named Diana Ross and the Supremes. Signed to Motown Records by famed producer and label founder Berry Gordy Jr., in 1961 the Supremes scored their first #1 hit with Where Did Our Love Go? 1964, the trio then broke music records by having a streak of 4 additional singles top the charts: Baby Love, 1964, Come See About Me, 1964, Stop. In the Name of Love, 1965, and Back in My Arms Again, 1965, thus becoming the first U.S. group ever to have 5 songs in a row to reach #1. In all, the group scored a monumental 12 #1 hits, including I Hear a Symphony, 1965, You Can't Hurry Love, 1966, The Happening, 1967, Love Child, 1968, and Someday We'll Be Together, 1969. They thus established a phenomenal record, becoming the American vocal group with the most Billboard chart toppers in history. Going solo. Music and movie star. Diana Ross. Songs. 1969-1976. Ross left the Supremes for a solo career in 1969 and continued to be a musical mainstay the following year with the Top 20, Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand, and The No. 1, Ain't Number Mountain High Enough. Among an array of albums, other hit songs for Ross from the 1970s included Touch Me in the Morning, 1973, Theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You're Going to, 1976, and sensual dance classic, Love Hangover, 1976, with all 3 tracks reaching #1 on the pop charts. Movies. From Lady Sings the Blues to The Wiz. In 1972, she branched out into acting and starred in the Billie Holiday biopic Lady Sings the Blues. While the film received somewhat mixed reviews, Ross's performance garnered her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. The blues soundtrack was a huge success and helped spur new interest in Holiday as well. Ross went on to star in the films Mahogany, 1975, co-starring Billy D. Williams and Anthony Perkins, and The Wiz, 1978. Diana Ross. Songs. 1980s to the 2000s. The next decade started out on a strong note for Ross with the Nile Rodgers-produced, platinum-selling album Diana 1980 featuring the #1 hit, Upside Down, as well as the top 5 track, I'm Coming Out. She had another top 10 single with, It's My Turn, and then reached #1 again, this time with Lionel Richie on the 1981 duet, Endless Love, from the film of the same name. On her new record label RCA, Ross released the albums Why Do Fools Fall in Love 1981, which offered 2 more top 10 hits, and Silk Electric 1982, which had the top 10 single, Muscles, written by Michael Jackson. Ross's sales gradually faltered, but she continued to record and perform. Returning to Motown Records near the end of the 1980s, she released the albums Workin' Overtime 1989 and The Force Behind the Power 1991, the latter having significant international success with its singles. Albums put forth by Ross in the new millennium included Blue 2006, a jazz standard set taken from Motown's archives, and I Love You 2007, a collection of mostly pop covers. Movies. From Out of Darkness to Double Platinum. In the 1990s, Ross made several appearances on the small screen. She starred in the 1994 television movie Out of Darkness, playing a woman with schizophrenia. Ross then took on lighter fare with Double Platinum 1999, starring as a famous singer who had abandoned her child to pursue her career. Well-known pop performer Brandy played her daughter. Some of the songs from the project were featured on Ross's 1999 album, Every Day is a New Day. Personal struggles. Ross has also experienced personal difficulties. She got into a dispute with a security guard in 1999 at London's Heathrow Airport, and as a result was arrested and detained for 4 hours before being released. In late 2002, she was arrested for driving under the influence in Tucson, Arizona, for which she later was briefly sentenced to jail. In 2000, Ross launched a Supremes tour, which was highly criticized for excluding original member Wilson and later addition Cindy Birdsong, with there being talks of financial disputes between Ross's and Wilson's camps. After experiencing low attendance, the tour was cancelled following a short run. In 2007, Ross suffered a great personal loss. Her father, Fred, died in November of that year. He touched many lives and he will be truly missed. I loved him very much, Diana Ross said in a statement. On tour at the time, she returned home to Detroit to be with her family. Accolades. Despite her personal and professional ups and downs, Ross has withstood the test of time as a performer with a career that spans more than 4 decades. She has won several major awards, including a Golden Globe, a Tony and several American Music Awards. Ross was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988 as part of the Supremes. Ross was awarded for her hard work again in 2007 when she was presented with Black Entertainment Television's Lifetime Achievement Award. Also that year, a few weeks after her father's death, Ross was honored by the Kennedy Center for her contributions to the arts. Vocalist Smokey Robinson and actor Terrence Howard were on hand to provide tributes to the superstar, and Sierra, Vanessa Williams and Jordan Sparks paid homage to Ross in song. In 2009, Ross jumped back into the limelight when it was revealed that pop icon Michael Jackson had requested the diva as an alternate guardian for his children. In 2012, Ross received a Grammy Award for Lifetime Achievement. It would become her first Grammy ever, despite having been nominated 12 times. 4 years later, Ross received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama, the nation's highest civilian honor. In 2017, she added to her collection with Lifetime Achievement honors at the American Music Awards. Personal life. Relationships and family. Ross has been married twice and has 5 children. Ross became romantically involved with Motown CEO Berry Gordy in 1965. The relationship lasted several years, resulting in the birth of Ross's eldest child, Rhonda Suzanne Silberstein, in August 1971. 2 months into her pregnancy with Rhonda, in January 1971, Ross married music executive Robert Ellis Silberstein, who raised Rhonda as his own daughter, despite knowing her true paternity. Ross told Rhonda that Gordy was her biological father when Rhonda was 13 years old. Beforehand, Rhonda referred to Gordy as Uncle BB. Ross has 2 daughters with Silberstein, Tracy Joy and Chudna Lane Silberstein, born in 1972 and 1975, respectively. Ross and Silberstein divorced in 1977, and Ross moved to New York City in the early 1980s, after living in Los Angeles since Motown relocated to the area in the early 1970s. Ross dated Gene Simmons, bass guitarist and singer for the band Kiss, from 1980 to 1983. They began dating after Cher, who had remained friends with Simmons following their breakup, suggested he ask Ross to help him choose her Christmas present. Simmons, in his autobiography, contends that he was not dating Cher when he met Ross. Ross ended her relationship with Simmons when he gave Ross the erroneous impression that he had resumed his relationship with Cher. Simmons' story differed in 2015 when he revealed that he fell in love with Ross while dating Cher, which ended Ross and Cher's friendship. Ross met her second husband, Norwegian shipping magnate Arne Næss Jr., in 1985, and married him the following year. She became stepmother to his 3 elder children, Katinka, Christopher, and folk singer Leona Næss. They have 2 sons together, Ross Arne, born in 1987, and Evan Olav, born in 1988. Ross and Næss divorced in 2000, after press reports revealed that Næss had fathered a child with another woman in Norway. Ross considers Næss the love of her life. Næss fell to his death in a South African mountain climbing accident in 2004. Ross remains close with her 3 ex-stepchildren. Ross has 7 grandchildren. Grandson Raif Hanouk, born in 2009, to her daughter Rhonda, grandsons Leif, born on June 5, 2016, and Idingo, born 2017, born to her son Ross Næss. Granddaughters Callaway Lane, born in 2012, and Everly, born October 2019, born to Ross's daughter Chudna. Granddaughter Jagger Snow, born in 2015, and grandson Ziggy, born in 2020, to her son Evan. Religious views. Diana Ross considers herself a Baptist. She used to say Diana and her siblings spent considerable time with their maternal grandparents during their mother's bouts with tuberculosis. 2002 arrest. Diana Ross was arrested for DUI on December 30, 2002, in Tucson, Arizona, while undergoing substance abuse treatment at a local rehabilitation facility. She later served a 2-day sentence near her Connecticut estate.